Today is finally the day that I've been waiting for goddamn ages. Over the past few weeks and few months, I've been looking forward to getting my carpets installed. And today's the day. Over the past few weeks, I have been ripping out carpet. I have been doing bits and pieces. It's just been on my mind, and I'm so happy this day has come. It's going to be stressful. And the past few days, I've just been ripping up carpet, stapling myself, ripping up flooring, preparing everything, and topping up skirting boards and going to the skiff. And like, it's been intense. So I can't wait to not be doing this. Ooh. Do I know how to use a camera anymore? That is the question. Well, hilarious. I can't even speak. Funnily enough, this after segment is quite a significant period after. I seem to have just left my YouTube channel collect dust, leave it go derelict, and abandon it wholeheartedly. So there's been a pretty chunky delay, but we're back and I'm finally getting these pieces of content out, these little bits of videos out. One, because it satisfies my coherent mind, because I almost started this home renovation series and just abandoned it midway through without any kind of coherent end. And also just for logistical purposes, because the storage that these clips have been taking up on my laptop, they need to go. They need to be deleted. They need to be uploaded and organized to YouTube and then removed from my desktop. So I'm going to try and stay focused on the topic of the video without diverging too much. I will do a bit of a recap video after this, I reckon. But yes, carpets. When I first moved into this property, as I previously mentioned, the carpets were old, sun-stained, just a not nice colour. And as time progressed, I also made the carpets worse, because when I was painting the property, I became increasingly careless and didn't really bother putting protection over the carpets, and I was just haphazardly throwing paint here, there and everywhere. It was just a dark, horrible texture, and I was so excited to rip it out, because that would have been the fresh start that this place needed, and it certainly was. So initially, very dark, just not warm, not inviting. And when I went to purchase some new carpets in a place called, is it Carpet Castles in Caerphilly? God, this is so long ago now. I found one carpet that basically reminded me of porridge, of oatmeal. And considering that oats are a very poignant staple within my diet, especially now as an endurance runner, I thought it was quite a complimentary thing. And it's very bright, very light, very warm. I wanted to have something that wasn't too pale, that would show up dirt. It's just like that middle ground, I find. So once I had everything stripped out and I had this popped in, the whole place just transformed. And it was fresh, and it's warm, and it's cozy and bright and light. And I'm so pleased with the decision. I was so pleased with the colour choices, because you can look at a batch in the store, you can look at samples, but never get a full interpretation of what it would look like as soon as you cover your whole house with it. But it was a tick in my box. I'm really, really pleased. Just my bedroom lit up, the lounge lit up, everywhere just looks a lot more inviting. So as much as I'm showing a lot of the clips on one floor, I actually have done it on the second floor as well. So this property is a 3-story townhouse. So the bottom is the kitchen, lounge, utility, pantry, bathroom. Middle floor is a bedroom ensuite, office and my lounge, which is the majority of the footage that I've been showing. And the top floor is 2 bedrooms and a bathroom, but I'm currently renting them out to tenants. So I'm not really showing footage of those top bedrooms just for privacy purposes, but specifically for my floor, yeah, the whole place just lifted and looked so much brighter, so much more inviting, and I was very, very pleased with the transformation. Before I transport you back in time to the beginning of my ensuite renovation, I just wanted to give a little bit of an insight first. So shortly I will be popping in some clips of what the situation looked like beforehand. So the objective with this ensuite was just to kind of leverage on the minimal space that I had, to get a bit of a larger shower, but again still not overwhelm the space, more storage, and also make it really bright, white, fresh, and add a slight pop of colour. I had been creating Pinterest boards for each room, and I won't lie, I'm so impressed with how close I came to the ideas and the inspirations that I was cultivating on Pinterest for my ensuite. In terms of the tile colour, in terms of the freshness, I was really, really pleased with it. And yeah, it's my little space. I don't share that with anyone, so the fact that I can have that to myself and it's my space to do my skincare routine, it's just a lovely space now, because you'll see now beforehand it was very uninspiring, very dark, very dingy. The floors were like a plastic thing that I ended up ripping out. So I was very pleased to get the renovations started. It only took just over a week, but it took a few months in terms of the collecting of the separate tiles, bathroom units. Gosh, this happened so long ago, my brain's just stopping. Radiators, basins, the cabinet for the storage, the glass for the shower quadrant, knowing the best measurements, etc. So collecting all the bits and pieces took some time, but once it came to the builders coming and thrashing the place, it was actually a pretty speedy process. So I'll leave you go to Lara of the past. Okay, so this is what we are working with. It's a very small space, it's a very cramped space, but we're just going to try to give it as much of a facelift as I can. This is what it's looking like now. So again, I don't necessarily have the best of storage, so hopefully that's something that I can change. New tiles are going to come in. We're going to rip out this horrendous flooring, which still has the remnants of where I measured out the shower quadrant dimensions. So I will have a little upgrade with the shower, not too much, because again this space is relatively small. Okay, so this is what we're more or less looking like now. Empty and ready to be ripped out. I'm most excited actually to get all of this crap out of my lounge. So this is the collection of the bits and pieces of the ensuite. That's the shower, that's the tap, that's the loo, that's the shower tray, that's also part of the shower tray there. So I'm looking forward to getting a lounge again. Do excuse, I've been reading, hence the cozy situation there. But yeah, very much looking forward to that not being there, because it's rather intrusive, won't I? Oh my god. Where did my toilet go? So it's the end of the first day now. I've just moved all of this from the stairs. But this is what my bathroom's looking like. So fortunately there is another shower upstairs, and I also have a gym membership with a gym that's around the corner, so that's relatively useful. But all the tiles are gone. I've got the radiator in, plumbing starting to get sorted. And yeah, I mean, I also don't have a door. So my door is here. Hi. But yeah, progress. So it is now day 2, and also the day of my final university exam as an undergraduate student. It's funny because I think I edited a video recently that I said pretty much the exact same thing, but it was the final of my second year. So one, it goes to show how infrequently I've been filming, but two, I'm done. I have now more or less, well, within the next 3 hours, would have completed 3 years of university and hopefully would come out with a Bachelor's of Science. So that's happening today. So I have to leave the house when more work has been happening. There has been a bit of an issue or just something that we're working through in terms of the basin and possibly having to get something different and fittings, and I mean these things are never straightforward regardless, so it was almost anticipated. But yeah, in a way I'm kind of glad that I have some time away just the constant banging and the stress of just knowing that chaos is exuding in my bedroom and ensuite. So yeah, I'll update you once I am back in regards to where the bathroom is. But yeah, slowly but surely things are starting to get ripped out, get hopefully put back in. I don't know if it'll still look like a shit show once I'm back, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, end of day 2. All of this was outside here, so obviously just chucked everything back in here. But the tiles have started to go in. Okay, I'm hoping that there's gonna be white grouting, because surely, yes, correct? But yeah, so yesterday this was all ripped up, so all new walls, the floorboards, and I guess it's just prepping everything for the tiles. Ooh, it looks pretty. Okay, so it is the morning of Tuesday the 16th of May, and yesterday I came home to almost a wall, so my assumption is do not step in the bathroom, and that is because all of the tiles at the bottom have been completed as well as it's at the top. So I'm assuming today is about the grouting. All the plumbing has been sorted. So hopefully this is the final stretch in terms of the aesthetic bits and the appliances and the shower quadrant and the basin should be put in relatively soon. And this is what we're finally looking like now. I am phenomenally obsessed with the tiles. I think it's perfect for me because the colour is quite subtle, but it is still very pretty and it complements the tile at the bottom quite nicely too. And I've got the radiator over here, the same setup with everything. And then a lovely cabinet here. Hey, that's just up on the side here. So it's very simple, but it does the trick and I'm very, very pleased with it. But the pièce de résistance, for anyone who likes skincare, you'll appreciate this. I absolutely love it. This is my zone at the end of the day to do all my skincare, to wind down, and yeah, my little ensuite bathroom, which I'm very, very pleased with. This is a perfect place to put a camera. Who would have known? And yeah, that's basically the majority of the updates thus far. I am hoping to add some frames here, over there, just to add a little bit more character. Because I do have a fair collection of different prints and pieces of art that I've collected over my travels. I've literally just hid it behind my armchair in my lounge and I just let them collect dust without being very proactive. It's funny, I think when I first moved into the property, I was really enthusiastic about getting things done very quickly, very promptly. And then once I got the basics completed, my enthusiasm just started to dwindle because I just got so exhausted and so wound up about it. And I just wanted just to live and stop painting and stop renovating and stop living in like renovation clothes. So yeah, I've made the blank canvas and I've made everything livable. Now I've still need to do the process of adding character, so it would be nice to add some frames and add some bits and pieces just so it adds a bit more colour, a bit more character, a bit more enthusiasm, and has my stamp on it. But yeah, that's the majority of the updates so far. I will do another video after this, just kind of giving a bit more of a roundup of my experience and my next steps and what I want to do afterwards. But for today, I will leave you there. I appreciate you coming to watch this very random collection of different dated clips. I hope there was some sort of logistical coherence with all the clips, because I know they're all filmed with very different timestamps. But either way, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.